Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's so nice to see you. This is your girl Nyambura, and today I am back. Today, we are going to talk about another interesting topic of mine, which I would like to call developing the blue ocean strategy. Now, some people may want to say, oh, I'm not a strategist. I'm not in that space of strategy. I have no degree in strategy and stuff like that. Oh, that is irrelevant. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, every single day, we execute the strategy that we have created, knowingly or unknowingly. So if you're the kind of a person who just wakes up and goes and you just start hitting the road and start doing what you need to do, and you're not documenting what it is that you want to do, you're still executing your strategy. But I'm here today to tell you that you don't have to do that. You can be composed. You can put yourself together. You can learn to develop a strategy which you work by, because then it makes everything very easy. And by the way, let me just mention something. The power of the subconscious mind. It is so powerful that your subconscious mind records exactly what it is that you put in there. And remember, the subconscious mind is not like your conscious mind. It does not know the difference between a joke and reality. And what it does is that it is able to make things happen. So long as you keep feeding it with something, it will make circumstances happen that helps you achieve or realize that which you're feeding it with. So let us learn to now start feeding our mind with the right thing by developing the right strategies. Now, allow me to show you something. I have been reading this book, and I just want to show you. And this book is about the blue ocean strategy, and that is what I want us to talk about today. Why do I want to talk about a blue ocean strategy? So what is a blue ocean strategy? Now, a lot of people understand the difference between blue and red oceans. Now, red oceans are obviously oceans where there is so much bloodshed because whales, sharks, everything is eating the other one. Competition is cutthroat, okay? And a lot of us, we live in the red oceans. We live in the ocean of competition. We look at people succeeding in their own areas of gifting, in their own spheres of influence, and we want to also get into that space. And in our minds, we just imagine that we're supposed to outdo them. And that is a very wrong mindset. Because what we're supposed to do, or what I have learned to do, is to develop a blue ocean strategy. So, what is a blue ocean? A blue ocean is a place of calmness. A blue ocean is a place of peace. It is a place where ideas thrive. It is a place where ideas are birthed. It is a place where the only language is collaboration. Now, let me tell you a very short story that I learned from Dr. Wale Akiemi, one of my greatest all-time mentors. Of course, I know you must be wondering, how many all-time mentors do you have? I have as many. Now, Wale Akiemi puts it very clearly and says this. If you go to the beach today, you will find everybody there. And usually, think about it, for most of us will have to go to the beach over Christmas, okay? And we go to a public beach. And who comes there? Everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry is at the beach. And there is so much noise, there's so much confusion. People are looking for their children. The children are in the ocean and the mother doesn't know where the children are. And there's just too much noise at the beach. Okay? But if you're truly a swimmer, what you do is you get into a boat, you hire a boat, and you tell the rider to take you to the deep sea. And when you go to the deep sea, you can only find another swimmer right there. And when you get to the deep sea and you find another swimmer, because the ocean is so vast, and now the two of you have found each other, the only thing you can do is collaborate. Because should a shark appear from nowhere, you need the other one to alert you and tell you, hey, a shark is coming. Quickly jump into the boat. So the difference between the beach and the deep sea is this. The language at the beach is that of competition. I mean, you see people at the beach running at pretending they're swimmers, and they run into the sea. And then like a small wave comes and they completely run off in the opposite direction. And you're wondering, are these swimmers or jokes? But when you swimmers come, they go to the deep ocean, and when they meet there, they can only collaborate. That story is very well corroborated by the story of the eagle. And I want you to think about an eagle. An eagle flies so high. And when an eagle meets another eagle at that height, it knows that can only be an ego. And so what do egos up there do? They collaborate. When an ego comes down to the level of ducks and doves and birds and hawks and all these things, guess what? Those things just annoy the ego because there's too much noise down here. Now, the same thing with the ego is that it learns to use the storm to scale it to greater heights. Now, when you're developing a blue ocean strategy, a strategy of collaboration and not competition, a strategy of building each other and not outdoing each other, a strategy of not imagining that anybody is here on earth to compete with you. That is what I call a blue ocean strategy. When you develop such a strategy, you need to look for other egos. And that is why, in the space I am in, the space of entrepreneurship, the space of blockchain technology, as an educator, I don't compete with anyone. Why would I compete with anybody? My gifts are my gifts. My talents are my talents. If I meet another ego, we collaborate. And that is what I have witnessed. God has done amazing things for me because I am able to spot another ego. And when I see another ego, we are not down there making noise. We are not down there trying to outdo each other, trying to outshine each other. We collaborate. I bring my gift. The other ego brings their gift. And guess what? We soar to greater heights. So today, I want to challenge you. Realize that you are not created by God to compete with other people. You are created by God to collaborate. And the sky is so vast, just like the ocean, that all you need to do is to learn to rise up above the ducks, the noisemakers, the people who try to outdo each other, the people who think that they are the ones who are supposed to be shining. And hey, let me remind you, the sky is so circular. Everybody's star has a space. And when your star is out there, guess what? The right people who are lined up to that star will spot you. And those are the egos you need. Because in this world, you don't need everybody to do what you're doing. Because can you imagine, if all of us were doing the same thing, the world would be so boring. Who would even want to be in that world? But each one of us is gifted by God differently. You have your skill, you have your gift, you have your talents, you have your capabilities. When you meet other egos like you collaborate and life becomes easy and life becomes better. But unfortunately for most people, they just think because they live in the red oceans. They have been in the red oceans all their life. An ocean of competition. An ocean of not even trying to figure out what their gifts are. And when they find out their gift, they try to outdo each other because they do not understand that there is a blue ocean strategy. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, I wanted to talk about blue ocean strategy. We need to develop a mindset that appreciates that the ocean is so vast and all of us can fit in. That the sky is so huge that everybody's star has a space. Now, as I come to a conclusion, let me talk about the stars. And I want to use the story of Jesus because, I mean, it's an amazing story. And of course, I am a Christian. I subscribe to the Christian faith. And this is not a religious conversation. I'm just using that as an example because the lesson therein is applicable to all of us. Now, a story is told about the birth of Jesus. And when Jesus was born, the night he was born, some guys were out in the night. There was people who used to watch stars. And the story goes that when the star of Jesus appeared, they immediately recognized it, they immediately resonated with it, and they followed that star until it led them to Bethlehem where the baby had been born. Now, I sometimes ask myself, how many people were out that night? There were shepherds, there were other people watching. I mean, how many people were out that night? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But how come it's only these three guys who spotted the star? From what I hear, it was a big star and it was moving. How come other people did not see it? And even if they saw it, how come they did not follow it? It's only these three guys who followed that star. The lesson for me is, your star is out there. And when your star appears, there are people who are supposed to line up to your star. They will not miss it. They will see it, they will spot it, they will identify with it, and they will follow it. And therefore, you don't need to compete with anyone. That's the point. That's the message. Some people, they have their stars out there, and they know some people are aligned to that star. But when they see your star shining, they want to close it down. They want to pour water on it. They want to trash it. They want to show you are a nobody. Hey, everybody's star is out there. And when the people who are lined up with that star spot it, they know. They will follow it and they will collaborate and they will move to the next height. So, ladies and gentlemen, life is not about competition. Life is about collaboration because God gave each one of us a gift. When you bring your gift, your talent, your capabilities, I bring my gift, my talent, and my capabilities. Guess what? Life becomes awesome for every one of us. So let us learn to develop a blue ocean strategy where the only language is that of collaboration. God bless you. As always, remember to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, like, and share this video so that you can be able to reach out to as many people as possible and build a community of knowledgeable blue ocean strategists, because that is what life is all about. God bless you. Bye bye.